Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to view this podcast. This is the inaugural broadcast of the CougarCast, channel dedicated to keeping you up to date on all things related to St. Mary. Today, our first ever update, we are excited to introduce a St. Mary's alum. He just completed his first season as assistant offensive line coach for the Chicago Bears. He has spent 10 years in coaching, 2 years in the NFL, 8 in college. Prior to coaching with the Bears, he was with the Raiders. Before this time in the NFL, he was the offensive coordinator at the University of Dayton, where he led a record-setting offensive attack in 2019. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers selected him in the 4th round of the 2003 NFL Draft. Following his rookie season, he played a majority of his career with the Atlanta Falcons. He's a 4-year starter at Northwestern University, where he amassed many accomplishments and accolades. His high school days were spent over on Hackberry Street, where he played center at the mighty Purcell Marion for the Cavaliers. And he graduated from the hallowed halls of St. Mary's School in 1995, where he was under the tutelage of the legendary coach Bill Thies and teacher Patrick Feely. We are proud to introduce the man, the myth, the legend, Austin King.
Wow, that's a awesome introduction.
A lot of people, when they're interviewed, talk about like their college experience, maybe a little bit of their formative years in high school. But being at St. Mary's and on the CougarCast, did St. Mary's have a role in molding and shaping your success that you've had today?
Yeah, of course. You know, I don't know how people feel graduating from St. Mary's now. But I know that when we came out and we had a group of exceptional teachers when we were at St. Mary, but I was above, I was set up in high school to succeed. Like when I showed up, when I walked in the door, we had been prepared in a way that, you know, just looking around at some of the other schools that kids had gone to, we were put in a position to succeed when we left there. They're really kind of, you know, then kind of laid the groundwork moving through high school. So I felt St. Mary's kind of set a great foundation for me from an academic standpoint, for sure. It was awesome. I guess then on the flip side, our struggles in the sporting world back then taught me resilience. Yeah, a lot of resilience and way to respond to adversity. Struggling through some of those lean years on the fields. You know, but
fifth grade, we scored 1 touchdown. I think Jimmy Lackmeyer scored 1 touchdown.
We had some rough ones, especially on the football field, that's for sure. But you know, that just kind of goes to show when everybody's, you know, for us, when you're in it, you take it so seriously because you want to do well. But then maybe from an outside perspective, you know, as you get to look back on everything and take the big like overview of everything, you kind of see like, oh, you know, that it's not Super Bowl. It didn't matter that much. Like, take the lessons from it, from what you can get, you know, the kind of the baseline process driven type things that sport and teamwork and being able to work and respond to adversity and, you know, all those good things, and take those aspects from it, draw them out, and then continue to persevere and move forward. But going back to school and just from an academic standpoint, I mean, it was a great environment. I'm sure you guys are carrying on the tradition, like you mentioned, Mr. Feely. Like he was definitely a huge influence on me. I'm sure for you, he was an awesome teacher. I mean, we had a bunch of awesome teachers. You know, Miss Katie Gregg and Sharon Wing, and you know, just list goes on and on. We had people in the building like your mom, and you know, then of course built East that made great impressions on all of us. And you know, just how you from a teaching aspect, how you help people learn, how you help people develop, how you treat other people, all those things definitely left an impression on me. It's a great environment.
And you bring up a point of taking it seriously on the court or on the field or wherever you are. And I think that you and I especially were pretty competitive against each other. And on the field or on the court, whatever we were doing, you know, we went after it and got after it pretty hard. But then when the whistle blew, it was back to the same relationship we had off the field. It was a lot different, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. You know, all those type of things, you know, that comes from just how we were taught and how we were raised, and what our teachers and coaches at St. Mary's provided for us and instilled in us. You know, just compete hard on the field, and then afterwards you learn from it, and then you move forward.
Yeah. off the field, it's love spoken. Here on the court, it's game time.
Oh yeah, I love the yeah. I still when I see the Abers, I'll sing the fight song every once in a while, or the whatever. I guess it's not really a fight song, it's a school song.
It's
the school song.
I forget, it was a couple years ago, and the principal called me up during an assembly and asked me to sing the fight song impromptu. And it was like, it had probably been 20 years since I even looked at the words, but then it popped right back in my brain. And
oh yeah, it's still in there.
I was getting into it, you know, throwing my arms up, and the kids were like, "What is this?" So that was pretty fun. I think we should reintroduce that, and that should be like a prerequisite for kindergarten. You have to be able to sing the fight song.
Oh yeah, you got to learn the school song. Yeah.